for me. You know, I think I was misinformed. You said it was about dogs and cats, and I just heard dog days. And I thought, oh my God, it has been such dog days. Can you believe how hot it's been? I've been living with one of those things that goes in your face because, well, I'm just burning up. And it has kind of a bad thing for me because I've always had one way of cooling off in the summertime, and that's going to 7-Eleven and having one of their Slurpees. Okay, there it is, I've confessed. I mean, I had so many Slurpees one summer that I gave birth to an 11-pound, 6-ounce son. Not this one, this is one son, but another son, seriously. I love them when it's hot outside. So I can recall one day.
You only love your sons when it's hot outside?
Well, particularly when it's hot outside.
Okay.
So this one particular day, right, it is sweltering. And so I thought, okay, I gotta do it, I just have to do it. I'm going to the 7-Eleven and I'm gonna get another cherry Slurpee, whether it's fattening or not. They don't put sugar in it, I'm sure. Yeah. Anybody here work for the 7-Eleven Corporation? Oh, good, good, then we're safe. Anyway, so I drive up and I'm thinking, this is one of the worst days I've seen yet. It was so bad.
How bad was it?
Oh, thank you.
There was,
Try this again, Barb. Go ahead.
how bad was it? No, wait a minute. You were supposed to say that. Anyway, the heat was emanating from the tarmac of the 7-Eleven in waves. I mean, it was just coming up out of the pavement. And oh, this is not going to be good. I'm going to have to run to that front door. So I noticed I wasn't the only one that had to have a Slurpee that day because the parking lot was jammed. So I get out of the car and I run for the front door and I look in and I see that there's a whole line of people with whatever they're getting. I'm not a real fan of 7-Eleven, but Slurpees, there's nothing quite like it. So anyway, so I walk in there and the guy behind the register, it wasn't Aaron, but a guy like Aaron. The guy behind the register looks up at me and kind of gives me a hubba look. And I'm like, what? That's weird. So I doing my thing, I'm walking around the store, the line's still long, and I look over at the guy again, and he gives me another one of those looks. I thought, this is not cool, you know? I'm not liking this. So I go to the back of the store where the Slurpee machine is, and I'm getting my huge cup, you know, the really big one. If I brought a spatula, I would have continually jammed it down into the cup. I wanted that much Slurpee. So I fill it up, I come back. The line, fortunately, is much shorter now. So I get into the line, and every once in a while I'll see him looking around somebody, and looking at me again. I thought, oh man, I'm going to have to go back to the car. This is crazy. So I finally get up to the front of the line, and he looks at me, and he looks at my Slurpee, and he looks at me, and he says, sex food? I went, why? You know, I really didn't think this was a cool thing to do. So I am like freaking out, and I'm looking around the store, and I see that there's one of those little rotisseries, you know, with the little weenies on it and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, no, he could not. I said, no, just the Slurpee, that will be fine, I'll just take that. And he goes, sex food? And I said, no, and I put the money down and I run for the door, right? I just can't get to the door fast enough. And he runs ahead of me. Now, I've got to tell you, I've had some issues with some of the guys at the 7-Elevens. I don't have any problem with any culture whatsoever. I love people from all over the world. But sometimes I'm getting older and I can't understand. So I think this guy is probably a really nice guy, but has probably a strong accent. So he comes running to me. 7-Eleven, by the way, did you know that since the beginning of the year in San Diego, there have been 14 robberies in San Diego? So that's the reason they had to put those things on the door, you know, that show you you know, the heights and stuff so that people can help them if the robber's getting away. So he runs ahead of me and he opens the door for me. And he looks up at me, he goes, "Sex food?" And I almost died. Of course I'm 6 foot. Yes, I am 6 foot. I laughed so hard I would not leave without him taking a picture.
That's great.
So here's Barb with my Slurpee and my little frame there that shows that indeed this woman is sex food.